The HMC-80, an HDV/DV camera. Once you've turned the camera on, there are many settings that you may not have seen close up. One being how the card goes into the camera. When the card door is open, the camera cannot work. Once you put the card in and close it, it becomes an active camera. You will notice in the HD setting, it reveals the setting as well as the time remaining. To check the timing, go to Menu, Record Setup, and check to make sure it's in 720/30p. Once you have done that, make sure you set the camera into manual mode. Manual allows you to change the iris by pressing it into manual by pressing the knob and spinning it, which allows you to close and open the iris. It gives you full control over the brightness and the contrast of the image. The focus wheel allows you to focus once it's in manual focus. Zebra stripes, which I'll explain in class, is a visual way of knowing whether or not the image is reaching an 80 IRE level. It is a very good visual in order to tell whether or not something is in correct exposure. Once in correct exposure, it's important to set tracking. To set tracking, you zoom in all the way to your subject's eyes. In this case, we use a chair. You zoom all the way into the eyes, and you set focus. Once the focus is set at the eyes level, you move all the way back out, and you are in focus. It's the only way to be sure. The back of the HMC-80 has two balanced audio inputs. Make sure both channels are set to plus 48 volts phantom power for the microphones. Make sure the male end of the XLR is plugged into channel 1 of the back of the camera, and both are set to mic. Do be sure to make sure you plug in your headphones. To adjust the levels of the camera, switch it to manual. Channel 1 must be in rear, and channel 2 must be in front for the body mic. Then adjust the levels. To make sure you're hearing the correct volume in your headphones, use the monitor knob above the levels. Be sure to not forget that volume is different than setting levels in the camera.